Hey, what's up, guys? Are you interested in tech but worried if the traditional education system might hold you back from accomplishing your dreams?
I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far.
Maybe you're just scared from my last video how I rambled on about the extremely high tuition payments that's definitely going to put you in debt for years to come if you make a wrong move.
Oh, hell no!
Or you straight up just don't like the idea of spending another 4 years in school to earn something like this, for example. Don't worry, because in this video we'll be discussing the pros of the previous video, and we'll be discussing why college might be the best option for you depending on your situation. Okay guys, look, I'm not saying that the college route is a bad option for all, because it definitely has some benefits. I mean, I know for a fact that I would never be where I am today if it wasn't for college, but the thing is that I went to school knowing exactly what I wanted and knowing a good estimate of how long it would take me to get that. But that's not necessarily true for a lot of people. A lot of people, they end up going to universities not knowing what they want to do, and by the time they graduate or maybe are close to graduating, they haven't gotten any internship experience in their field. They're not 100% certain that they want to do this, and overall they're just having regrets because like maybe they just spent like $50,000-$60,000 in debt on like a degree that won't be as profitable to them. I mean, I know for a fact that there's definitely people I've came across that have had some questionable degrees: journalism, communications, art in university in 2023. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, like, going forward, a few options I'm gonna list is networking, right? Networking opportunities are some of the best that college can have to offer, right? So when it comes to networking, the school provided me with a lot of networking opportunities, especially if you go to a more famous institution with a reputation, because this will unlock like a wider pool of potential associates that you could work with to assist you in issues in your adult life post-graduate. You never really know what you're going to do after you leave school, so it's good to have a good plethora of people around you to help you. Maybe you can help them, they can share their knowledge and experience with you. If you're stuck in life, who is going to assist you? People. I mean, being an introvert is cute and all, but it doesn't move you up in life as fast as being an extrovert and having those connections. Like, even if you aren't a heavy extrovert, you can definitely just reach out to your classmates. You never know what type of people you can find, like, and for example, like in coding especially, it's so good when you're coding to have someone beside you that can push you, someone that is studying along with you, so that there's a more competitive vibe. If you're a competitive person, I know, goddamn no I am, it's so helpful to study with someone beside you, because like you can basically try to beat them in your head and try to get up and say, you know what, I'm gonna study A, B, C, D in this order, and my friend's gonna do the same, but at the end of the day, I'm going to see who is going to know more, me or my friend. Along with the fact that school can offer you a very diverse group of friends. Don't just rely on people inside your major. When it comes to like networking itself, a little backstory about me is that the first time I ever networked in university was the first time I ever got an internship. Like, back in 2022 fall, I applied to around 50 different companies, and like a blue nose college student, still in school, not even graduated yet, still in school, not knowing what he wants to do, a lot of companies are going to turn us down. A lot of companies are going to turn us down. But luckily, I got a job offer from my first ever company, Protivity, wonderful company. Maybe I'll talk about them in the future. That was just a crazy moment for me. I mean, like, imagine the first time you're ever doing something, it just like ends up getting you a kick-ass job with a good starting salary. How cool is that? So you really don't know where the people in your life that can elevate you are going to be. You always want to keep a mind open. Don't be shy, always open to communication, and just spread your wings. And then when it comes to like knowing your career better, right? Now, the thing about computer science itself, it's that it's so diverse that there's a good chance that you won't even know what route to take in the development world by the time you graduate. I mean, for me, it was like not until my third year that I figured out I wanted to start in the web development sector. I always thought that it would have been like desktop development for some reason. Like, a lot of these apps nowadays, they're cross-platform, you know, so like people want more cross-platform solutions, people want more mobile solutions, and that's where the web comes in, because the webs you can run it anywhere. Do you want to start out as a web developer? Do you want to start out as a front-end developer? Do you want to start out as like mobile, or even someone that like messes around with lower level languages who embed them in like hardware, you know, like smart fridges, for example? You don't know what type of person, like what type of field, I should say, what type of field you want to go into by the time you graduate. So these are the questions we want to hit, maybe even before we set foot through the college doors, because when studying, you want to have a good basis of the skills that you can bring to a company. You know, you don't want to just go to a company and say, hey, I'm fresh out of college, I don't know this, that, and that. No, my guy, like you want to at least bring something, because guess what? That little something you bring, that little pizzazz, that's gonna bring you above everyone else. You know what I mean? Like you really want to compete against the competition in life. Listen, my advice in life is that everybody is competition. Everybody, even if they're working with you, that person probably in your head, just think of them as competition. If they know how to do this, for me, what works is thinking how I can either get a better better knowledge on that topic, or maybe know how to present my ideas better. You know, like anything that just keeps you on a competitive level, keeps you alive, you know? So when it comes to in-depth knowledge, college can give you topics to study that go far more in depth with computer science concepts, as you'll have that opportunity to study more compared to some rushed online course or a coding boot camp that just teaches you how to code but not how the actual code works in terms of development. I mean, I don't even know if you'll really understand how these like languages even function, you know, what goes behind the scenes. You know, like in Java, for example, if a coding bootcamp was to teach you Java, right, it would be $30,000 up front or $30,000 along the line, maybe spread out. The web development itself, there's so many different aspects. There's like creating API, presenting API calls within your program. There's using frameworks to work in a more like development ready environment that's spread between you and your colleagues, maybe tens, dozens of other people. Like that's where like web development frameworks come in, for example. So these are just like so many topics that a boot camp may or may not provide, but you know that at least college will provide you with some more depth. It'll provide you with some more depth when it comes to like actual like coding in itself, not just knowing the language, but knowing how to apply concepts, programming concepts across many different languages. Because keep in mind that if you know how to code something in Java, you'll probably have a good idea how to code it in JavaScript, but you won't know the syntax for it. If you study the syntax, you'll know what to do. If you can know how to do it in JavaScript, you can know how to do it Python, more than likely. It's just the syntax is different. Like how to like knowing when to do something, that's what you're going to know. But are you going to know how to do it? Then that's another issue that you'll have to tackle depending on the technology that you're using. I mean, like for example, with my first year college class, we touched on data structures, data types, conditionals and loops, functional programming, object-oriented programming, debugging. I mean, these are just complicated like topics that sound complicated, but they're so much easier when you actually know how to do them. They're so much easier. Like me personally, I don't know if I'm just a masochist, but I love debugging. I don't know why, but like debugging to me is just like, it's puzzle solving, you know? It's like solving a jigsaw puzzle or something like that. Like you're going into your work and you're seeing what objects aren't aligning with, maybe this object isn't aligning with this one, maybe that one is for some reason is giving an incorrect value to that one in some other file. I went into school knowing that this field was the best option for me. It was right for me. It just felt at home. I knew that if I was doing this for the rest of my life, or for maybe the next 10 or 15 years or so, this will suit my needs perfectly. I mean, if I wasn't employed, I would be coding in some aspects, some small scale, maybe doing Internet of Things, maybe doing like my own little web development stuff here, maybe doing game development. I would definitely love to touch on game development. But it's like it's always been a passion for me, and the fact that I'm in this country and I have this opportunity to do like a wonderful job as this, it just means the world to me, you know. So like, guys, think about your options and try to like understand what you want in life, because school is not an easy decision, right? It's a decision that could cripple you financially for over a decade or so if you don't play your cards right. So you have to keep in mind that you have to know exactly what you want and know the pros, know the cons, and I urge you to study. Yeah, I mean, all right, guys, looks like that's all we got so far. If you like the video and want to support me and see me grow, you know, grow my brand, grow on this channel and see me improving, I don't know, like in any way I can, leave a like, comment down below things on how I can improve like the production of these videos, how I can improve the video quality, sound quality, like anything you want, guys, you know, like just give me some advice, you know. I would love it. And thank you and have a good day.